Hi, I'm Kevin Klein. Let's talk Winnipeg about how the City of Winnipeg is playing an incredible shell game with your money. Recently at the Property and Planning Standing Policy Committee meeting, of which I am a member, a motion came forward where the city was asking for about $185,000 more for a project to build washrooms, public washrooms, throughout in the downtown. Now, this is a great project, and we need to have some public washrooms. Sure, we got a lot of the funding, about $700,000, between $600,000 and $700,000 from a grant that was available to us, so that's there. But we have to add to that now, and even though it's the city doing the job for the city, we have to pay $185,000 more, and they needed approval for that. I said no. Here's why. Because the fees were all going back to the city. So they were going to take money from a project the council already approved and say, well, you know what? We're going to have to move those over here and give them to us. This was for overhead, administration fees. This was for financing charges, but we're getting the grant. This was for permit fees. So if the City of Winnipeg is building a project, they have to apply for permits. I wonder if it takes as long as it does when you apply for a permit. There was also an $11,000 contingency built in. The City of Winnipeg should be doing guaranteed maximum pricing contracts, GMPs. A little unusual, but they happen. What that means is that if there is a change, it's on the city, and we need to find out why there was a change. See how that works? So if somebody from the city administration says, nope, I know we agreed to this, but I want this now, they have to put in a change order, and that's going to require money. But they say that's a cost overrun. Is it? Or was that due to a change? Well, it's due to a change. I want you to remember that, because in the weeks and months to come, you're going to want to know how that works, especially when it comes to the police headquarters investigation going on. Change orders. Who's responsible? How do we account for that? And why is the city paying? Why are we taking your tax dollars that was dedicated to a different project and giving it to the city operations for their overhead? We already pay them. This is ridiculous. It's a shell game. I asked the staff. They said it's a shell game.
Our cost recovery is related to the administration of the project to actually account for
overhead.
The full. In terms of these will be recoveries for the asset management, municipal accommodations in terms of the project management services, the asset management services that are accounted for. The financing and administration fees are city standards as well. So
it'd be fair to say and true to say that all of them are just city standards, but they're not real costs. We already have the staff, we're already doing the work, we're just charging ourselves to do a city project.
That's correct, Councillor. They are a fixed cost, and they're accounting for them in the delivery of the project. Yes.
Here is how my councillor colleagues voted after knowing and listening. Well, I can't say they listened, but hearing the conversation, the debate back and forth, which was very reasonable and calm between myself and somebody at the department. Now, he didn't say shell game. He said, well, I rather look at it as we're taking money from one pocket and putting it into the other pocket. However, it's the same pair of jeans. Okay. So we're just going to take $185,000 from something else, and we're going to give it to operations. We don't know what they're going to use it for or why, because we're already paying them. Again, here's how my colleagues voted.
Well, I'm happy to move a motion, absolutely, to accept the public services recommendation.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm going to be opposed, and I want to go on the record that why. I'm not opposed to the bathroom idea. I think it's a great idea, but listen, we've made far too many realignments to what we call the 4-year budget. This really is simply moving money from Peter to Paul and back over to Mary and back to Frank, and it's a shell game in many, many ways, in my opinion. This is why I was been calling on a zero-based budget review for years, so people could understand how this game is played, so everyone could see how the game is played. But charging ourselves for our own project is just something I'm not going to support anymore. I understand the political benefits of it. I understand the happy moments it will bring and the positive side to it. But at the end of the day, we have to start being accountable for dollars and cents within the city of Winnipeg. And I'm opposed to this type of accounting, always have been, both private sector and public sector. This has to be addressed. And by simply allowing these motions to go through and allowing the behavior to continue is not addressing the problem. And that's why I have to vote no to this motion. I think it's time that we stop the status quo and say, no, the budget for this project should be what the budget is to get the project done, not the fees, not administrative fees. That's how we can cut police budgets, cut the administration fee. That's how we could cut a lot of budgets. So I'm not going to support it for those reasons.
This is why I keep saying there's a fundamental problem at City Hall. We need to clean our house. There's money here and there, and somewhere over there, but we don't know about it. But when the public service needs it, they can find it like that. That means we're having a lot of your money hidden somewhere while we reduce your services. We reduce your services every budget, and then we charge you more. We say it's only a 2.3% increase, but then we increase the value of your home first. We assess your property. That goes up because of all the artificial fees, or the fees that we're putting on that artificially increase the value of your home. We need to change it. Not in a bad way. We can change it easily. But I want to change that. If you have any comments or questions, call me at 204-986-5232 or email Kevin at kevinklein.ca.